Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. I'm Usureuk. I hope you're doing okay. And today we have our third and final part to our intermediate trading series, which is going to be all about selling. What to sell, when to know the best time to sell, how to look at the graphs if you're investing in fodder and you want to know when is the best time to get out of that, how to interpret that, how to understand how to get the most amount of money out of the players before they could potentially crash or before they just get flooded on the market, whether you're rash investing or you're investing in fodder and it becomes a time where there's going to be more supply coming before you manage to get out of your cards. And that's probably going to be the first topic of today, and we're going to have a look because I am heavily, this is a personal experience of mine, I'm heavily invested in fodder yet again. And we're probably somewhere in the region of 10 million, but I need to get out of this fodder, right? I have majority 84s. I have a lot of 85s that I've already listed up and tried to get rid of. Their fluctuations and their increase in price hasn't been as severe as the 84s in terms of a percentage. So we probably actually done quite well getting the 84s. I'm going to take you over to futbin now and show you, like we did in the last episode. If you haven't caught that, it is on the YouTube channel. You can get all the beginner series. You can get also the how to manage your club for an intermediate level, and also how to know when to buy and list up your cards for an intermediate level there on the channel. But let's have a look at the graphs in terms of selling and talk about it from that viewpoint. So here we are at our 84s, and then we can have a look at the graph. And this was yesterday, and we've got a little bit of content. So I've been heavily invested. If you have a look at the daily graph, I've been heavily invested for since about here, I suppose. About 254 points on the 84 market, and we see massive fluctuations. We've seen the icon packs disappear and, thankfully for myself, be introduced, and that was yesterday. And that is why we've seen this massive spike. If you have a look at the live graph after 6 p.m. with people going and either investing because they think it's going to go up further, or completing it themselves and drying up the supply. So I've still got all my fodder. When is the best time to sell? Now, we have to consider the time scale of it. It's all about timing trading, and we are on a Wednesday morning when I'm recording this. It'll probably get out in the afternoon. And we know rewards are tomorrow morning. However, it is Team of the Year, Friday, 6 p.m. So you've got to bear in mind a lot of different factors. It is not just necessarily binary. It is a lot of different factors coming into contention when considering when to sell. And it's very hard to work out. Of course, I've learned from my mistakes in the past, and I've also made some mistakes this year already. But what I have learned from those mistakes is you need to bear in mind more than just one factor, and it's always a gamble, all right? So whereas a lot of people maybe would have, even the investors here, might have got out here, which, it looks like a good move at the time, I am almost certain that we will hit 280 again today, even without necessarily content. I'm gambling on 6 p.m. and then able to quickly shift my cards after that and before the morning. However, if something does come out and the market doesn't shift too much and rewards come out, I'm not that bothered because I know it's Team of the Year, and I know a lot of people, more so than ever, are probably going to save their packs for one day from rewards to open them and try and get a Team of the Year player, which they probably won't pack. That is just the way it is going to be. Talking in the Twitch chat, talking in the community, and listening into other streams and things like that, you get a grasp for it. Obviously, it's only a drop in the ocean, but you do get an understanding that people are saving packs and they're definitely not opening their rewards. I do a reward stream every 8 a.m. Thursday morning for anyone that does and doesn't care and understands that they probably won't pack a Team of the Year anyway. So I will be live tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. UK time, twitch.tv/Usureuk. But I think, for myself personally, this is not enough for me to get out. I can get out, take half profits, which is what I'm going to do because it allows me to continue trading. But in a general sense, for people that have invested here, you're absolutely spot on to get out here. If you want to take at least 10% on your cards, yeah? That's before tax. That is perfect. But if you are a gambler and if you've gone in like down here, for example, or you've gone in here, obviously you're going to have to wait. And I don't think it's too much of a trouble to wait until after 6 p.m. content. We would expect EA to try and make sure and maintain the 84s, 85s, all the fodder is very, very high before 6 p.m. Friday, because they do not want or rather they do want an incentive, to give an incentive to people to open up their packs and put FIFA points on. People are going to do it anyway, for sure. But if 84s are about 2k each, which once upon a time in a great world they were, then people won't be more incentivized to open up packs or spend money using FIFA points to get 2k for an 84. It's not exciting anymore, is it? It's not exciting. So they want people to be excited by packing something that's not necessarily good, because they can sell them for a lot of coins. So from interpreting this, and we've seen this in the past, I get the understanding that this is not high enough for that yet. And so I hold on. I'm going to sell half so I can continue trading. But this, if you've got in here, is obviously a good indication. And as I said in my last video, the way to check this is go to futbin.com, and you go market here, and you go index, and you go down, and you can click on the various different ones. So if you invest in 85 fodder, you can have a look and you go, wow, that's low. And at 6 o'clock, how we've interpreted this is, we had this on the buying video, is we've seen that the repeatable mid-base icon has come out. And instantly then I know fodder's going up. So I've invested a little bit more as well at this point, even though I'm about 7-8 mil invested, hoping to get 10 mil back. And then that is also extra money when we do eventually sell. But we are in the morning, and normally in the morning things start to rise. So we're hoping, you know, EU comes onto the market, and you can sell between 3-4 p.m. if you don't want to risk nothing coming out at 6 and then being resupply on a Thursday. Best time to sell for you would be 3-4 p.m. Take out your profits from what you bought here, sell 3-4 p.m. Allow people in Europe to wake up and do some, you know, base mid-icon packs or whatever they want to do, and do the other SBCs that may be expiring. On that point, and that's also an important thing to notice when holding fodder. We'll get onto other types of selling in a little bit, but in terms of fodder, you need to understand what SBCs are out there and what is well demanded. Knowing when it expires is extremely important. Let's say, for example, Jonathan Dos Santos, he expires in 6 hours. If this was to be like the showdown we had before, or just, you know, an incredibly meta, his stats are phenomenal. But if he was from a better league to link and a nation that was easier to link, then this card expiring would obviously lower fodder, because people wouldn't be doing them anymore. And this is something, if it is a really, really good SBC, it maintains fodder's price. It keeps it out high. People just churning it over, doing it. Supply dries up. So we know that if nothing gets replaced, and as I say, they need to be properly meta, they need to be really linkable, or just, you know, phenomenal, and they get in everyone's teams because they're so good, in order to maintain fodder's price. So if that card had been someone like that, if that had been a Ryan Kent, for example, and then tonight at 6 p.m. we get no content, that goes out of packs, that expires, and we know that that is one of the reasons why fodder has been kept so high, and then all of a sudden you just see fodder go down. But however, I don't think Jonathan Dos Santos is getting done by too many people. I'm not going to do it on my team. I haven't heard of anyone doing them really from the Twitch chat. So I don't think this is really affecting fodder at all. And if he expires, I don't think we're going to see a massive drop because of that, even if nothing comes out. However, these upgrade packs, if they do not replace these upgrade packs, we could be in trouble, because what this does is, a lot of people do that, they grind it, then they get duplicates, and what they decide to do with their duplicates is they go and complete an SBC that they might not have otherwise done, because they tell themselves that, oh, I've got an 85, so I need to go complete a 85 rated squad, which is going to cost me the cost of 10 more 85s, which is absolutely ludicrous, because that's forcing you to do an SBC you wouldn't otherwise do. Of course, it's not nice quick selling it, but that is sometimes the better alternative, instead of just doing an SBC for the sake of it and having them rot in your club. But anyway, that's for another video, I suppose. But yeah, if these go out of packs, then I think fodder does. If they don't replace these with any other upgrades, I think fodder goes down as well, because that's what we've seen before, where actual upgrade packs increase the price of fodder and not decrease it, which everyone would assume, because these are untradeable. You get back, and we just have James Tavernier. I think this card is a bit more meta and more demanded than that Dos Santos. So, and obviously this expires on Thursday, 6 p.m. as well. So this is something also to watch out for tomorrow if you are still holding fodder past that point. Right, now on to something other than fodder. We're going to have a look at, we've had a look at SBCs and meta cards. We're going to look at meta cards and icons. when to sell. If you guys have got a really expensive team, I would half recommend you could get out now and get back in Friday morning when there is panic. I do believe the market still has an opportunity to drop by more than 5%. There hasn't been any panic just yet in the time of me recording this right now. Let's have a quick look at some of the expensive cards and show you. So this is Mbappe's graph. He's 859,000 coins at the moment, and he has gone up since yesterday actually, from 840. He actually dropped down to 822, and you see a very, very nice rebound on him today. Now this could be because of Kazawa as link, but he's more linkable to Neymar as a left back to a left wing. Is obviously easier to do unless you're going to put Mbappe at CDM and have a 4-2-3-1 or something like that and link him to the left back that way. So that could be because of that. But if we have a look at, let's say, Ronaldo or any other really expensive meta cards that aren't linkable, we can see he is also not just a maintained price, but he seems to have gone up since yesterday. He was at 1,050,000, and now he's at 1,071,000. So no panic just yet. And I would, if I'm holding these cards, I would sell, because in my opinion, I think there's better opportunities. If you're a trader, that is, if you're a trader, I think there is better opportunities. If you get out of these cards, you can either, one, buy them back for cheaper. If we do get a bit of panic, it should drop by more than 5%. I would predict between 10 and 15% is the sort of drop you're looking for. It might not happen. But that is what I would do personally. I would get out of these really expensive cards, especially as they seem to be up rather than down after getting a loading screen. So I would sell, and I would look to then put the money in cards that are going to get panic sold. Live items. Live cards is what I'm going to go in on. So if you are a trader, stay tuned for that. Come into my Twitch chat. Feel free to ask me what to do with the money. Where should I invest? I'm going to be looking at special cards and icons the whole week, and I'm looking to invest 8 million coins into things that have dropped 10, 15%. Because as soon as Friday, 6 p.m. comes, people open packs, depending on what we get. If we get all of them in packs straight away, people open packs. If we get the goalkeepers, defenders in packs, less people open packs. If we get the attackers straight away, yeah, the market explodes, and special cards and everything go up. So at 6 p.m. Friday, it's going to be very important. If you have sold and you want to buy your team back, depending on what we get on Friday, you want to just buy it back with lightning rounds. And if you have sold them and there is goalkeepers, defenders out, we probably will see a bit of panic even at Friday 6 p.m. So we shall see about that. But when to stay with your team, I would probably sell it now if I were you, before people start panic selling it. And that's if they're metas, specials, icons. It doesn't really matter. Obviously, if they've already dropped a significant amount, do not sell, because you're also going to incur the 5% EA tax on that, and then you probably won't be able to buy them back at a cheaper price when considering that into your calculations. So yeah, absolutely, don't panic. If people are already panicking, don't sell. These are going to rebound. These are probably going to go higher. Let's take a quick look at how Ronaldo was last year. So this is Ronaldo last year. If you want to do this yourself, you can just go generations, and then you can have a look at FIFA 20, FIFA 19, and so on and so on and so on. And this was actually, Sunday was the day before, if I'm not mistaken, last year. I think it was 6th of January. So 805,000 coins you could have bought on the day. And as you can see, people open packs and they go up and up and up and up and up. If you were to compare last year's to this year's, we'd be at this stage right now, and you can see he's dropped by about 50,000 coins. So not crazy for this sort of card. It's about 8% if I was to guess there. But you can see a bit of a panic, but everyone is buying back their team straight away. So as I say, do not panic, do not sell. If things are inflated already, then you can maybe think about selling and buying with a panic, but you really have to consider the 5% tax. For this actual Ronaldo card, you could have got out at, say, 848, and you could have bought him back at 800 flat, and that's the average for the day, and that's the day before. There'll be panic, I assume, on Friday at 3 p.m, but you could still sort of sell there, and you could actually make coins there. You'd make you make 8,000 coins. So in that situation, it's probably not worth the risk, but still, the theory is there that it would have still worked. So yeah, that is what to consider when selling your expensive cards. If I was you, I would sell now. If you're looking to buy your team back, I would probably not sell. If you've got likes of Ronaldo, Neymar, Mbappe. If you're looking to trade, I would sell your team now if it's inflated. A lot of people told to buy their teams today already by some Patreons and things like this. This is why you might see it on the market. Lots of cards are up. But there'll be better opportunities to put your money into to make more coins come Team of the Year. So if you're looking to trade and you want to get out your team, then just do that. But as you can see, right, the meta cards, they will go up with inflation. So if you want to hold on to them, just feel free to hold on to them for, 3 weeks after that, and you can get a good price. As these expensive cards, the supply from opening the packs of Team of the Year will not outweigh the demand for more people being able to afford it from them opening their packs and getting more coins. So that is a little brief roundup of what we've got to expect for Team of the Year. How to know when to sell your fodder, how to look at the graph in sort of the market here, and you go to 84s. Using examples like Cristiano Ronaldo, we've gone over. SBCs, we've taken that into consideration, that if a well-demanded SBC expires, then fodder could potentially go down hard. Nothing we should worry about really today. But obviously, on top of that, we've got to consider also Thursday resupply for fodder. And do not panic is the essential thing. Don't panic. If your card is already dropped by a high percentage, don't sell it and get out of it, especially if it's expensive. As we saw with Ronaldo, they rebound after Team of the Year as people get more coins to afford these types of players. So don't panic. Enjoy the game. I'll have some videos about how to grind SBCs during Team of the Year and how to make the most out of it on an RTG. That is to come on the channel. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.